What up? This is your boy Karswani and you're watching More Than a Blog. Today's mood, I feel torn. Song of the day, Miss You Much by Janet Jackson. What I'm eating today is frosted strawberry Pop-Tarts. The best flavor. No need to toast it. White people, Asian people, Indian people, anyone who's not black. Minus some Spanish people, but we'll get to that. When you're walking down the street and up ahead you see a group of black people, probably, you prepare yourself for that shit, don't you? It's like something inside of you that kicks in like, okay, I'm about to be walking past niggas. I mean, let's be for real. Honestly, you would be lying if you claim that you don't usually put up defensive walls when you're about to be walking past niggas. You prepare yourself to walk past niggas because you never know what to expect. Let me make sure that you guys know something. Other black people are the same way when we walk past niggas, if not worse. This is not my N-word blog. I am nowhere near covering how I feel about the N-word. So that being said, let me clarify in this case what a nigga is. A thugged out black person or a Spanish person. That's not necessarily what a nigga is to me, but that's what I'm referring to in this blog. So now that we got that set, let's move along. Now this really only applies to like a group of 3 niggas or more. Now here's the thing, I don't think that I'm the only motherfucker out there that if I see niggas up ahead and I feel a really bad vibe, I'll cross the motherfucking street. And as soon as I pass the motherfuckers, I go right back to my side of the street and keep it moving. However, sometimes you don't cross the street because you feel you're gonna get jumped or anything, but just because you want to avoid the negativity in the air. Let me tell you what negativity is. It's negativity derived from niggas. Perfect example of negativity. It seems like you're walking towards them, right? You walk past them. They stop everything that they're doing, conversation and all, and they just stare at you. And they look you up and down from head to toe. And you feel like you're doing something wrong. Or, you know, maybe I got on the wrong outfit or the wrong pair of kicks. And then you realize that you're glad you're not wearing the right pair of kicks because you might get mugged. It's just a ridiculous stereotype of black people being on the street. Like Chris Rock said, there's a difference between black people and niggas. Niggas f it up for the black people. Me, I consider myself a black person. A nigga is someone who is constantly has that negativity level, which I would say is probably at a 7 or greater. See, normally my negativity level is at a 4, and it ranges usually between 4 to 7. For me to go over 7 means that you fucking with me and there's some problems, and that's when my negativity really comes out. You can't look at a black person and tell if they're a black person or a nigga. Well, actually sometimes you can, but you have to be like really on it. But just because they're dressed up in urban gear doesn't mean that they're a nigga. But you know, in today's society with the craziness of the world, you really don't want to take your chances. However, the stereotype is ridiculous because you could walk by white people and they'll fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? This is directed to other races other than black or Spanish, and by Spanish I mean Latinos, Latinas that live in the hood with black people. You white people, or you Indian people, or whatever the hell you might be, you might think that you got it bad walking past niggas, but you don't have it bad like other black people and other niggas do. The reason being is that not only are you walking past niggas who have a high level of negativity, but your own negativity can clash with theirs. And see, this all leads into black on black violence, or it could. And that's the problem. Now, you can have negativity and it don't matter what race you are. But with black people, the negativity is just on a different element. And you can't even deny that. Because there's nothing like negativity from a black girl or a black dude. Nothing matches up to a black person's true negativity. I think the closest other race to negativity is between Italians and Chinese people. Chinese people are some fucking niggas. And it's probably because they be selling all that hair to us and have to deal with us on a daily basis. I got these earrings from wait, they were Korean, but Koreans are niggas too. Now understand, if you're not a nigga by default, but just a regular black person, walking past niggas can raise your negativity up because you could be having a bad day or just not in the mood for no type of bullshit. And you sometimes, you know, you can either cross the street like I mentioned before, you could walk past and, you know, kind of feel insecure or, you know, just be up on your defense. But you can also give them the same medicine. You just be walking by and you look them up and down. And you're like, nigga, what? What the f are you looking at me for? Why the hell did you feel it necessary to stop your conversation and pay attention to me? Huh? Your best bet would be to just avoid all of that and just walk across the street like I do. And don't get it twisted. I don't just cross the street for niggas. I do it for white niggas. I do it for bums. Bums is the #1. I cross the street when I see a bum up ahead. I think one thing that's worse than walking past niggas is walking past girls or children. Because girls, no matter what race they are, they can look at you and cut their eyes at you and make you feel this small. Kids are really, really terrible to walk by. It's like if you beat their ass, then you're going to jail. And kids know that shit. You know what I'm saying? So they take advantage of it. They mess with you sometimes. So I hate walking past kids and females more than niggas. But speaking of women, I can only imagine what they go through walking past niggas. Cause you know how motherfuckers are. And I'm just talking about any stupid ass guy out there that feels that he's gonna get some quality pussy by yelling at a female on the street like she's some bitch. Do you really think that's gonna work, guys? I mean, it's one thing if, you know, you get the attention of a hood rat or a tramp or something like that. But if you see a real lady walking down the street, do you really think that she's gonna give you the time of day? Yelling all these obscenities to her? You know what, if I was a girl and had to put up with that, I'd be pissed. You know what? If I was Dorothy, I'd be hot.
I know you hear me calling you Miss Honey. The bitch knew that I'd be back. She knew that I would not go long, Miss Honey.
I will fuck that black right out you, man. Hey yo, tap your red slippers and hop on my dick right now. Right now!
I had you clicking your toes instead of your heels, man.
Yo, you need to hop on this yellow brick dick, man. You wanna see the Wizard of Oz? I'm sure the wizard needs nuts.
Is that how you talk to a lady? You think I'm gonna give up my pussy just because you yelling at me on the streets like some damn hooligan? No, motherfucker, you got to respect me because I'm a motherfucking lady, okay? Is this what you want? You want to come for these? Motherfucker, you trying to come for my titties and shit? Is this what you need, huh? You like that, don't you? This is what you want, huh? You didn't expect me to do that, did you, motherfucker? I didn't think so. Respect me, because I'm a lady, motherfucker. You want to talk to me? You come correct, but don't come for me. Don't ever come for me. And if you don't come correct for me, then kick rocks, motherfucker. Toto, bring your ass.
Miss Honey, now I'm back and she is gone.